right now, at this very moment. Think of something, just one thing, that is indispensable to your personality. I have one answer for this question: coffee. Now, before you go judging my abuse on coffee, I'd like to tell you, I don't have an addiction. I just have a really committed relationship. To further explain, last Christmas, I received a small red 1-cup capacity coffee maker and an espresso. I started making my own mixes of different beans and creams and different brewing and frothing styles. My lattes became unlike any other. If I'm feeling real crazy, I use hot chocolate powder to make mochas. I began going to coffee shops and learning the secrets to coffee. As the underbelly of my coffee creations formed, so did the key aspects to my personality and character. I joined the mountain bike team with the newfound energy I had. I gained new philosophies on life, such as the importance of individuality, non-judging, appreciating the little things, and telling stories. I gained a new perspective that every moment is precious in life, and I developed socially by being okay with my life circumstances. I was not worried with what other people were thinking of me, yet I was beginning to embrace myself through my discrepancies. The more I drank coffee, the more my cloak and coffee's concealment began to recede. And now, like more than just sugar and coffee, I enjoy the dark roast that seemed gross to coffee noobs. Whereas originally only liked caramel frappuccinos, I now began to drink cappuccinos. Coffee also helped me spark new relationships with actual people. One day in my leadership class, somebody I did not know was talking about coffee. And I said, I like coffee too. And we decided to meet and get some coffee ice cream. And that was the beginning of one of my best friend relationships. I now almost always meet my friends at cafes. It is a place to talk, bond, and learn about each other's stories. Coffee showed me that all identities are diverse, which makes them more special. My story starts as an innocent kid who played soccer maybe a little bit too much. I was absorbed with the fakeness of popularity and felt like I had to be the best at everything I did that ranged from soccer to school to STEM. My head soon began to pound as if it was trying to tell me something. It hindered me from the things that were key to my life. I could not play soccer. I could not go to school. I could not do STEM. I was broken. Not too far into the future, a nurse sat me down in the chair that filled my nightmares. She turned around to prepare the device that I hated more than anything. It was about to happen. I knew it. I could feel it. I looked to my parents, tears flowing from my eyes, making it so that I could not see what was happening. I was fighting not only against the hands holding me down, but seemingly the whole world. I was fighting against cancer. The nurse suddenly plunged the needle through my skin into my veins, and I lay there crushed by the overwhelming weight of the tumors in my brain as she hooked me up to a clear and seemingly innocent liquid that began to flow into me. It was cold. I could feel the cold liquid destroying every part of my body and erasing my identity. This is called chemotherapy. Each tear that fell from my eye from April 22nd of 2016 to August 31st of 2016 was a little piece of myself that would never return. Every needle injection and blood infusion was an alternate persona that I did not give consent to enter my body and take control of my life. I was not Finn Mott, yet somebody I did not know. I had no voice and nothing to say. My identity as Finn Mott, the cancer survivor, only started to form when I took a sip of coffee. I did not know coffee would become something so powerful and vital to the development of my life as a cancer survivor. The day I got diagnosed, I had no idea if I was going to live or die. I soon understood that drinking a cup of coffee gave me a moment to sit and think and have gratitude for my life. I grew to fight for what a cup of coffee meant to me because it came to symbolize something bigger than myself. Coffee came to symbolize my daily life, my friends, and my family. I was fighting for the next time I would take a sip of coffee and enjoy the moment I was in. The little things about life empowered me to be alive, like hugging my dog each day, getting some pho, and reading a book. As I went into remission, I felt lost without a glimpse of hope. Life was passing me by as I was bedridden and unable to participate in daily life. I began to drink coffee only as a tool for me to get energy. I didn't even like it. I only like caramel frappuccinos, which isn't really coffee, and I only like caramel frappuccinos because we made it look pretty and taste good. This was similar to how I viewed people before treatment. I saw them on the outside and not on the inside. And this carried into my treatment process as I was afraid and ashamed to be me. I soon lost all of my hair. All of it. Yep. And I hated the way my bald head was seen as the definition of me. To hide myself from this false definition, I quite literally and metaphorically wore a mask during treatment. I wore a full body cast to prevent me from moving in radiation, but I also wore a mask over my identity. I formed a collection of hats which served as my mask. People did not see me, but they saw a happy hat that hid my pain and my real life circumstances. I felt that society was pressuring me to be something that I wasn't. I struggled not to be thought of as that cancer kid. But the problem was, I was that cancer kid. I had no choice but to accept myself for who I was. Acceptance, however, did not overcome the fact that I was afraid and ashamed to be me. I soon learned that to make a good cup of coffee, what really matters is below the pretty surface. And a different cup of coffee makes it interesting. Cancer gave me depth, whether I liked it or not. Coffee gave me understanding of the usefulness of the depth I gained from cancer. Cafes became my best friend and my place of discovery. I loved to go to new places and order a mocha just to see how they interpreted it. It was truly baffling how no two cups of coffee were the same, which makes them more exceptional, just like people. My personal latte tells my story. Every part of it, coffee, cream, sugar, method of brewing, means something and symbolizes a part of me. The tumors in my brain killed an old me, but they also introduced me to coffee, which created my individuality that is represented in my daily latte. My daily latte that I usually make starts with the brewing of coffee, usually a medium vanilla roast. Then I froth the cream. Once the coffee is brewed, I add cane sugar until it dissolves. I top it off with the frothed cream and pour it into either my pink or blue hydro flask. This cup of coffee is me. My appearance is the coffee mug. My soul is the coffee. My core beliefs and perspective is the cream. My personality is the sugar. Coffee makes me who I am. Find what makes you you. Uncover the thing that makes your individuality scream, I am here. Realize the things you may overlook. Learn what makes you want and love being alive. Go to a coffee shop and order a coffee or a tea or whatever it may be and just sit and feel gratitude for life, your past, and your identity. Fight for your cup of coffee because it is extraordinary. Thank you.